Okay, I'm going to go ahead and put together activity 4.2 part 4, what was just deemed the avocado. So I'm going to go ahead and make that up here. It's going to look like this dimension wise. It's got a couple of circles that are connected by straight lines, and it's a pear-shaped cam. Um, I'm going to go ahead and model that. So I'm going to go File, New, and I'm going to do a part, standard IPT. And comes in there. I'm going to go ahead and start a 2D sketch, and I'm going to sketch it all at once, and then I am going to um, just extrude it, I think, an eighth of an inch or so. So I want to look at my circles. Okay, so I have two circles here. One is a radius of 1.25, so I'm going to go ahead and put that on there. I'm going to put the center of that circle at the origin, and then it is 1.25. Type and enter. The other circle is going to be zero point 0.5, and the distance between the center of the circles is 1.75. So I'll have to do a little dimensioning here. So I'm going to go ahead and make a circle on the same line, so it's directly above. And it'll snap to, and that was 0.5, enter. And then I'm simply going to tell it that the distance between the center of this circle and the center of that circle, oops, the distance between the center of that circle, I'm going to have to get figured out here. I'm going to come out here, cancel. Alright, so I want to dimension that to that and make that 1.75. Hit enter. Alright, so now I'm going to have to add a couple of lines. And that line is going to go from somewhere just on the edge of this to somewhere over here. If I scroll in, you're going to see that would really be a problem there as far as it wouldn't become a closed loop. So I'm going to use the tangent function to make this real nice. I'm going to use it. The button's right there. I'm going to hit tangent, and then I'm going to click on that line and click on that circle. And if you look very closely, what it did is it made it perfectly tangent to that circle. Tangent is still activated, so I'm going to go ahead and touch this line and this circle, and you can see that that was exactly what I needed to have happen. I'll go ahead and add my line to the other side, and then using the tangent function, straighten that line with the top circle. Sketch constraint already exists. Whoops. It already exists. That was strange. And I'll do it with this one, and it moves it, and I'm almost done. Now, if I try to extrude it here, you can see it has, it could think of it as this circle, as this part here, or as this part here, or as the whole. There are 4 different complete objects, and that certainly would confuse the extrusion. So I just want to make it one part that's clearly outlined. I'm going to do that by using the trim function. Up here, I'm going to click on trim, and then I can clip out part of that circle. Inventor's inherently straight, and I'll hit finish sketch. I'm going to go ahead and get a little better home view. I'm going to extrude it again an eighth of an inch, so 1 divided by 8, enter. Um, and I am almost done. I gotta add a little square here. The last thing I have to add is that little square here, what happens to be at that origin. So I'm gonna go and do a 2D sketch, choose that as my plane. I'm going to come down here and just slop a rectangle around that point. And if I didn't have that at the origin, I could do what's called project geometry, and it'd put the center of the circle as a point there. But I'm going to go ahead and just dimension this. The object itself is 0.125, so I'd want half of that on that side. So I want to make the top of that half of 1.25, or half of 0.125. So I just simply hit 0.125 divided by 2. And then I would do the same thing for that one. And I'd make that 0.125 divided by 2. Enter. And then the same thing for that one, which turns out is 0.63, I can see, so, or 0.063, I should say, I believe. 063. And one last one. That's going to be 0.063. Enter. I'm going to hit finish, and then I'm going to extrude that object through. So it will leave me with a cut. But that is how I do this pear-shaped cam, or what has lovingly been called the avocado. Good luck.